There are more than 6 lakh villages in India. Taking care of their needs for water, electricity, road connections is not a small task. In addition to this, land records have to be maintained and conflicts too need to be dealt with. A large machinery is in place to deal with all this. In this chapter we will study a quarrel in the village. Shamu is a farmer. His family owns a small agricultural field which they have been farming for many years. Next to his field is Virju's land, which is separated from his by a small boundary called a bund. One morning, Shamu noticed that Virju had shifted the bund by a few feet. By doing so, he had managed to take over some of Shamu's land and increase the size of his own field. Shamu was angry but also a little frightened. Virju's family owned many fields and besides, his uncle was also the sarpanch of the village. But even so, he plucked up courage and went to Virju's house. A heated argument followed. Virju refused to accept that he had moved the bund. He called one of his helpers and they began shouting at Shamu and beating him up. The neighbors heard the commotion and rushed to the spot where Shamu was being beaten up. They took him away. He was badly hurt on his head and hand. He was given first aid by one of his neighbors. His friend, who also ran the village post office, suggested that they go to the local police station and file a report. Others were doubtful if this was a good idea because they felt they would waste a lot of money and nothing would come out of it. Some people said that Virju's family would have already contacted the police station. After much discussion, it was decided that Shamu would go to the police station along with some of the neighbors who had seen the incident. Area of the police station. On the way to the police station, one of the neighbors asked, "Why don't we spend some more money and go to the main police station in the town?" It is not a question of money. We can register the case only in this police station because our village comes in its area of work, explained Shamu. Every police station has an area that comes under its control. All persons in that area can report cases or inform the police about any theft, accident, injury, fight, etc. It is the responsibility of the police of that station to inquire, to investigate and take action on the cases within its area. The work at the police station. When they reached the police station, Shamu went to the person in charge, station house officer or SHO, and told him what had happened. He also said that he wanted to give the complaint in writing. The SHO rudely brushed him aside, saying that he couldn't be bothered to waste his time writing down minor complaints and then investigating them. Shamu showed him his injuries, but the SHO did not believe him. Shamu was puzzled and did not know what to do. He was not sure why his complaint was not being recorded. He went and called his neighbors into the office. They argued strongly that Shamu had been beaten up in front of them, and had they not rescued him, he would have been injured very seriously. They insisted that the case be registered. Finally, the officer agreed. He asked Shamu to write down his complaint and also told the people that he would send a constable the next day to investigate the incident. Maintenance of land records. The maintenance of land records, which includes measuring land and keeping their records, is the main function of the patwari. Each patwari is responsible for a group of villages. The patwari is also responsible for organizing the collection of land revenue from the farmers and providing information to the government about the crops grown in this area. Who supervise the work of the patwari? The senior people of the revenue department of the government supervise the patwari's work. All states in India are divided into districts which are further subdivided and are known by different names like Tehsil, Taluka. At the head is the district collector and under him are the Tehsildars or revenue officers. They collectively hear disputes, supervise the work of the patwaris and ensure that records are properly kept and land revenue is collected. A new law, Hindu Succession Amendment Act 2005. Hitherto, in some states, Hindu women did not get a share in the family's agricultural land. After the death of the father, his property was to be divided equally only among his sons. Recently, the law was changed. According to the new law, sons, daughters and their mothers can get an equal share in the land. This law is applicable in all states.